I said, call it. Why would I call it? This coin was manufactured in 1999. It's been traveling over 22 years just to get to this point. Now, call it. Okay, tails? Hey everybody, I'm Ryan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week I'll be covering the 2007 movie No Country for Old Men, written and directed by the Cohen Brothers, Joel, Ethan, and Sacha Baron Cohen. -1 Cohen. And starring Cable, Two-Face, and actually the most accurate film psychopath according to a bunch of psychiatrists, Javier Bardem. This movie involves Josh Brolin's character Llewellyn finding over $2 million in cash in the aftermath of a cartel drug deal gone bad. He goes on the run from law enforcement, the cartel, and a dangerous psychopath. The cinematographer for this movie is Roger Deakins, and he regularly works with the Coen Brothers on a lot of their movies and is actually regarded as one of the greatest cinematographers of all film. This movie was actually nominated for the Oscar in cinematography, and it's easy to see why. One of the things that I mentioned in the Blade Runner video was that there was a lot of shadows to the point where I couldn't really see what was going on. However, in this movie, they play with the shadows and actually use high-key lighting with touches of low-key so we could get to fine shadows and fun silhouette shots, but I can see what is happening. And I like that. I want to know what's going on in the scene. This movie is classified as a drama, and one of the rules of drama is that everything's got to be very dark and there's got to be a lot of shadows. However, Roger Deakins actually overexposes the camera lens to allow more light in and to fill in the actors more. And that way we actually get to see some shadows, but we get to see what's happening in the scene, when it's happening, and actually why it's happening. There are plenty of scenes in this movie that play with exposure and lighting that keep your attention and make this movie an amazing piece just to look at. And some of the scenes actually use high and low temperature lighting to make the movie feel more real, like it mimics the sun or mimics streetlights. Of course, Roger Deakins also keeps the shots in this movie very simple but very effective. He uses a lot of medium and actually a lot of full shots as well that make the movie feel more natural, and we actually see the actor's face more. It's something so simple that really speaks to the audience. Like, it doesn't make it distracting. This doesn't really relate to cinematography, but I still felt like this was really worth mentioning. At no point in this movie is there any kind of music or anything to fill in the quiet space. It's just all ambient noise and sound effects. That adds to the tension of the movie. Normally in a suspense or drama movie, they're gonna add music in certain scenes to build up the tension, like in Jaws, when Jaws first attacks. There are scenes in this movie where you know Anton is there, but doesn't have any kind of music, so you don't know what's gonna happen and you don't know when it's gonna happen, but it gets you every time. And that's just really effective. It doesn't rely on music, it just relies on itself, which makes this movie so great. Out of all the movies that I've reviewed on this channel so far, I'm actually going to say that No Country for Old Men is actually now one of my favorites, and it's my favorite out of the ones I've reviewed. It's 2 hours long, but at no point does it ever drag along or get boring. It keeps your attention throughout the whole time. Like, I actually stopped taking notes at the very beginning of the movie because I was so invested. This is definitely something that everyone should watch if they want to watch something really dramatic, and definitely stuff for cinematographers to watch to research more Roger Deakins' works. Thank you guys so much for coming back and watching my YouTube video, and please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications on some of my future videos, and please leave some comments down below to recommend one of your favorite movies to me. Please take care guys, I'll see you next time.